different worlds on a gummy ship. The Heartless ships often give us a hard time. Always be on the lookout during flight. Control the gummy ship with the left analog stick. Tilt up to descend, tilt down to ascend. The blue gauge shows the power level. Firing lasers, among other things, consumes power. The green gauge shows the strength of the armor. So these are the gummy ship sections. The gummy ship is pretty simple in the original Kingdom Hearts. Nothing too confusing or over the top with this stuff. Just shoot your lasers and don't die. That also makes them a lot harder than they need to be, unless you actively update your gummy. I'm not good at the gummy stages in this, but I'm also not so bad that I'll die on the first few. I might die near the end though. It's very likely I'll die near the end. The gummy stages in Kingdom Hearts 2 are a lot of fun. I'm not much better at those, but they are more fun. So, here's our first world, Wonderland. Great world to start with. The Alice story is really cool. It's a great story, first off.
I'm late! Oh dear! I'm here! I should be there! Oh, I'm late! Oh, the Queen! She'll have my head for sure!
The characters with lines of dialogue, like audible lines of dialogue that you can hear, are Alice and the White Rabbit. And the doorknob, I think. Maybe the Queen. But the Cheshire Cat does show up.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
A little bit, not entirely. This one doesn't really at all.
You woke me up.
Some of them do,
Good
though.
morning. Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Or they
Why
follow
don't you try the bottle
a general idea of the
over
story.
there?
It depends on the world, though, but typically you can assume that it won't be using the story from the movie or book or whatever. This follows neither the animated movie or the book or the newer movie with Johnny Depp. You never saw the animated movie? That's a little surprising, because that's a really, really big movie. And I would recommend watching the animated movie anytime you get the chance to. Fantastic movie. The book kind of has nothing to do with the movie. I never got to watch The Great Mouse Detective. I did watch The Fox and the Hound and The Secret of Nim and stuff like that. One of my favorite animated movies was like American Tail and American Tail Wild West. Like the American Tail series is interesting to me because I like the idea. Of course, as a kid, you don't actually understand all the underlying messages and tones of the movie. So, I like it now for different reasons. But yeah. I do too. But yeah. I think we still have Secret of Him as well. Pagemaster was awesome. Pagemaster was but Christopher Lloyd really makes any movie he's in fantastic. Even if he has very little to do with the movie. That movie had a great idea behind it. And
On trial? But why? Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts.
Christopher Lloyd helped set up the animated part of it so well that you're already excited before it even starts, really.
And the reason is
the animation was so good. Like the transition into the animated world with the paint. Oh my god.
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dared defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
Wouldn't that be muddling?
And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged.
But yeah, I mean, Christopher Lloyd, oh my god, Christopher Lloyd. Think about all the movies he's been in that have been fantastic. Back to the Future, Pagemaster, the Halloween Town movies I think he was in.
Excuse me,
maybe not
but we know
Halloween
who the
Town.
real culprit is.
I don't remember. There was a movie that was like based
Anyway,
on Halloween that he
she's
was
not
in.
the one
That
you're
was a
looking
great
for.
movie.
That's nonsense.
He was in a Star Trek movie. So many movies. Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Fail, and it's off with your heads. Gather as much or as little evidence as you please. Report back here once you're ready. Well, I'll opt for gathering as much as I need. That would be the better idea. The movie? I don't remember the movies very well. But I think... Was he Fester? Because I could totally see Christopher Lloyd dressing up as Fester. Who are you? Who indeed? Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Oh yeah. No, Yeah, like in the one where he got married or was about to get married and his wife was trying to kill him. Was that him? Because now that I think about it, it definitely looks like him. Uh, was he? 'Cause I remember a Clue movie, with, fuck, Tim Curry? And I don't remember Christopher Lloyd in that movie. But I could be wrong. And I probably am. Four pieces of evidence. So now we know how much evidence there is. Was he? I need to watch that movie again then. Because Professor Plum's the one who was like blackmailed that he was like touching his patients or something, wasn't he? Or a patient, I don't even remember anymore. But damn. That was a good movie though. I haven't watched it in years. I should. It was a good movie. Well, it looks like we're taking our break early because somebody woke up who shouldn't be awake for another 20 minutes. So, we will be right back. I'm sorry about this, guys. Be right back. Well, that went by quickly. I'm still upset that it happened 20 minutes before it was supposed to because it's nowhere near where my breaks are. I hate inconsistency when I'm streaming, and that's why I stream so early. Because family members don't understand and they don't care, they just want now. So I stream when they're asleep. So I'm back. Thanks for being patient, by the way.
Here!
Gives the flower a potion! Oh, I forgot to set this up. Oh, it's already set up. Good. So, the L1 button is our shortcuts. Our shortcuts are important because it's where we can shortcut our magic so that we don't have to keep going down to the menu to cast magic. Now, with some spells you will have to do that because you can only have 3 shortcuts. Oh yeah, of course. I'm not complaining about the cat being sick, I'm complaining about... We have, like... Even with medicine, you can set times and plan for it. And they had given me a time, so I planned for it, and that's why I had to take a break 30 minutes after I took a break. Which, bothers me. It's not the cat's fault. So, yeah. I would honestly have no problems with it. At all. If it was like literally just at 8. Like, if it was guaranteed to be at 8. Because then I could schedule around that. Or any time really, just not whenever people happen to wake up. That is what bothers me the most. That'd be an interesting idea, but no. They're just sort of like your supporting cast. And it kind of makes sense. Sora is the primary character. He is our protagonist. No. That's a different type of game. That's more like Dragon Age. And I have played Knights of the Old Republic on PC, so I know what you're talking about. BioWare designs their games more as more like turn-based strategies in a 3D environment. This is not that. This would be closer to... This is real time, so you wouldn't be able to do that in this environment. Switching between characters would be an interesting concept, but at the same time it does take a little bit away from the immersion, because it makes Sora's place in the story a little less significant. In exchange for slightly easier game, well, not slightly, it would be drastically easier gameplay, but Square typically doesn't sacrifice story for gameplay, at least not at this point. They started to do that with Final Fantasy XII and 13. And I'm hoping not 14, but 14 is extremely gay. Or not 14, 15. Hoping not 15, but 15 is extremely gameplay oriented. So, at least on first impressions, it looks very gameplay oriented. And that concerns me a little bit. But only a little bit, not too much. We are on the faucet, and I don't remember how to turn it. Oh, look what you found. Nice going. Now we can save Alice. Don't be so sure. She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. He gave us Blizzard!
Deep freeze!
Aw. It's a Blizzard! So what was that? 2 or 3? One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's all 4. Nice. But yeah, Dragon Age and maybe Knights of the Old Republic. Because I'm honestly not a huge Star Wars fan. I liked Knights of the Old Republic. I thought it was a great game. But it takes a lot for me to like space game. The space series. And there are so many things I don't like about Star Wars. Before you sits Her Royal Majesty, the noble Queen of Hearts. Are you ready to present the Queen? I can. Now show me what you found. Well, that's certainly a lot of evidence, but I'm still not impressed. Guards, bring forth my evidence. Now this is why I collected all 4. Because she mixes them up. Tracking all 5 would be a waste of time. Choose one if you wish to present. I'll decide who's guilty based on the evidence. But after all the trouble of collecting it, you dare object, then you will lose your head. Now choose one box. Because there will always be 5 boxes. Always. So the least amount of evidence you get, the more evidence the Queen has. So in terms of story, you want to get it all. Now we shall see who the real culprit is. Of course, I managed to grab the Queen's evidence.